So one thing I decided to do as of late is learn something new that I didn't know before each day. Please bear with me for a moment as I do just that. Well, that was a big waste of time, but at least it's shorter than last week's cold opener. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rob Rodriguez. Now, to address those who feel like I can't stay on topic to save my life. You know, that's a thing about an open platform such as this one. We can go anywhere and take it in any direction, basically. In fact, I think I should bring up that I actually broke a record recently, yeah. I've gone on more rabbit trails than the hare from Alice in Wonderland. Now, sure, that's a self-proclaimed record. But you know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. That's two different stories, but either way. So, let me ask you something, ladies and gentlemen. The first time you hear a song, doesn't have to be your favorite. You know, to be honest, I don't even play favorites, even though I have a favorites folder on iHeartRadio. Where am I going with this? Well, you know what Forrest Gump said. Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm not gonna do the voice. It's just like how I don't do a Jackie Chan impression even though I'm half Asian. But either way. Now before I went on that international tailspin, what I was trying to get at is the first time you hear a song, you're not gonna get all the lyrics straight away. Like I'm sure you didn't understand the lyrics to One Week by Bare Naked Ladies the first round. I heard that song maybe 26 times already, and I still am trying to figure out why there's a chicken in China and a Chinese chicken. Does that mean there's an American chicken who is pen pals with a Chinese chicken? I don't know. You might want to slow that down a little in future renditions of the song Bare Naked Ladies. I mean, I'm lucky I already understand the Big Bang Theory theme song, but okay, where was I going with this? Things will become misheard because we're busy people, and to be honest, we're all easily distracted in some way. That's the worst feeling, isn't it? Just being misunderstood. I mean, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I could be holding the door open, and I think I'm being charming and very kind, doing a kind gesture, holding the door, and I'm like, please, after you. And, you know, I will replay that kind deed in my head the way I pictured it. Like, wow, that guy is such a gentleman. This made my day. Of course, this isn't my real thoughts. This is just clever writing. And that is the last fourth wall break on a fourth wall break type show. Anyway, the bystanders will see what I was doing, but they saw something completely different. They saw some bashful man-child holding the door open. And then, when they go out the door, they say thank you. This is all they see. Because I'm so happy about the deed, they see that I'm happy with the deed, because once they say thank you, I'm like, you're welcome. Coca-Cola, right now they're putting names on their bottles. And, I honestly think that's going to be a little confusing if you're in a relationship. Like, babe, I got you a Coke. Oh, you're the best. Sweetie. Yes? Who's this Lisa person? Man, till death do us part. What's wrong with you? Take your Coke. I don't want it. So, as an avid movie collector and inconsistent binge watcher, I feel like sometimes I need to, replay situations that I didn't quite get the first time. Meaning, I have no clue what you just said. I need to see that again. Yeah, can't you imagine walking out of the theater with your friend, and then you're like, wow, that was one epic battle at the end. And then your friend's like, Yes, it was beautiful. Like, it was like father-son bonding. Did we just walk out of the same movie? Because last time I checked, if a father cuts his son's hand off, that son will be taken away. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful space drama. Get over yourself. Well, we have a lot more show to fill, so that being said, I'm gonna need a minute. Alright, now, I'd hate to sound like a Liberty Mutual ad, but let's say you have a computer, and you love that computer so much, you don't let anybody use it. And that one time you let somebody use it, they happen to be jailbreaking their iPhone. And then, once you want to use the computer for something, you're seeing nothing but the color blue. And then, once you start getting the problems fixed by a family member or something who has a little more education on fixing computers, everything is starting to look like your fault when you're trying to explain what happened. And this is a perfect example of life happens. And you know what? It would be kind of rude to finish this bit with the words, "Deal with it." Isn't this thing great? Fatality. Like, mishaps can happen throughout the day. And here's one I actually despise the most. Like, some fast food chains, they don't give you the cup holder, but other ones, they'll offer it. But usually the ones that offer it have the most flimsy cup holders ever. Now specifically, if you ordered a bunch of large cups, you're gonna lose about 2 of those things when you're driving. Yeah, just imagine going to the drive-thru. Yeah, I would like to try this new milkshake you got, you know, with the Snickers and the M&Ms like melded together and the vanilla ice cream. Yeah, give me that one. Alright, would you like a cup holder, sir? You know what? That would be nice, thank you. Alright, here you go. You know, that's not the worst thing that happened today. Earlier today, my girlfriend got mad at me because her name wasn't on her Coke bottle. Yeah, and remember, Dairy Queen needs to flip the cup upside down or your Blizzard's free. Not a sponsor. So, as mentioned a while ago, it was actually a full topic on this very show. Everybody makes mistakes. But does it make you the worst person ever? Like, let's say it's your turn to pick the kid up at the bus stop, okay? And then you realize, you know what? I should bring something out here to occupy me. So then you walk back to the house. Most likely your house is a few blocks away. Then as you're walking back to where you're supposed to be, you see a bus pass. And then you're like, oh shoot. Hey, can you you happen to have a link of what the bus route looks like? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You left them on the bus. Why did you leave your post? Because I wanted to beat my score on Flappy Bird. You are a unique case, Rob. You know that? Alright, well, part of the true story of that, turns out it was the wrong bus that passed, and the bus that I was actually supposed to pick up was running late that day. So, I'm one of the lucky people who can make mistakes and then all of a sudden it works out. Virus protection gets deleted, computer works fine. Forgot to pick up my brother at parent pickup. Not so much, but I am still considered very lucky that it was just that one day. Now, let's say you had to cancel plans with people because you had prior engagements or something last minute just came up. Binge watching on Netflix. Sorry, got something caught in my throat. Now, when you have these plans, you are surprised to see that your friends are like across the room. And then you're like, hey guys, I thought you were going here. Oh, you know what? We decided to regroup and then make our meeting place right here. And like I say all the time lately, that's what it's all about. Like, isn't it nice to know something worked out? I mean, the stress levels are reduced, like everyone's happy, Bittersweet Symphony is playing in your head, and if that song is stuck in your head later because of me, my work here is done. It's time for that weekly list known as the possibility list. It's kind of like when you paint a room white after Labor Day. Whatever that means. Alright, this week's list is titled 7 Unrelated Scenarios That Sound Trump-Related. Oh, great, a political one. Holy smokes. At number 7. Orange, you glad I didn't say replace Obamacare? Number 6. Let's tune into CNN. Number 5. I made a fortune today. Number 4. You'll pay for that. Number 3. I was watching Colbert the other night. Number 2. Red is my favorite color. And number 1. 7 unrelated subjects that sound Trump-related. Remind me to change my political party from Republican to Independent. Alright, and that is the possibility list for you this week. Alright, that is the show for you this week. You know how to follow me on social media. Until next time, I'll be here and on my other channel, which I'll leave a link down somewhere over here for that. And I will see you next Friday. Okay.